Hello everyone, in today's video we'll be making Ofada stew. Ofada stew is a palm oil based stew that is traditionally served with Ofada rice in Oma leaves. So in today's video I'll be showing you how I make mine. So if you're interested to see how I made this delicious Ofada stew, also known as Ayamase, then please stay tuned and keep watching. For this recipe, you will need some bell peppers, and I'm using more of the red than the green, as you can see here. But however, you can feel free to use the green ones if that's what you prefer. And here with me, I have 3 Scotch bonnet peppers. I have 3 red long sweet peppers. And I also have 2 big red bell peppers and 1 green bell pepper. So I've gone ahead and cut all the peppers. The next step is to blend this up, and then I'll proceed to show the rest of my ingredients. So I'll go ahead and add a little bit of water to help the blades of my blender, but if you have a food processor, then you don't need to add water. So now I'm going to add in the peppers, and I'll be blending this bit by bit, and I'm not going to be blending them smooth. I'll be blending them just roughly. I'll be pause blending this because I don't want it to be too smooth. I want it to be roughly blended, but if you have a food processor, you can use your food processor, because I'm definitely sure that a food processor will do a better job than a blender. Alright, so the first blending is done, and this is what we have. I'm going to pour that to a strainer to get rid of the excess liquid, and then I'll continue the blending process. So I'll be using the excess liquid from the peppers to continue the blending process instead of adding more water. I'm done with the blending process, and at this point I'll be pressing out all the excess liquid, and this step is very important to enable the peppers fry properly. Now, can you see all those excess liquid? Like I said earlier, this step is very important because it will help the bell peppers fry properly. So I'm just going to keep on pressing until I'm sure that there is no more liquid in there. So this is all the excess liquid that came out from the pepper, and please do not throw it away because you can use it to boil your meat for the Ofada stew. But unfortunately my meat is already cooked, so I'm going to be storing this in my freezer, and I'm going to use it to cook my meat whenever I want to make some stew or whenever I want to make some jollof rice. Yeah, so I'll be using this to boil my meat next time. So these are my list of ingredients for this Ofada stew, and here with me is the peppers we blended earlier. Next with me here I have some cooked beef, tripe and cow skin, which I have cut into tiny bite sizes. In here I've got 6 boiled eggs, but you can exclude them if you prefer, but there is no Ofada stew without boiled eggs. In here I've got some dried smoked catfish fillets, but you can use any dry fish of your choice. In here I've got 2 tablespoons of blended crayfish. Here with me, I've got about 1 cup of meat stock I got from cooking the meat. Here I've got 1 medium-sized chopped onion. In here I have some grated ginger and garlic cloves. In here I've got some locust beans, also known as iru. There is no ofada stew without iru, but if you don't have locust beans, you can use okwe or dawa dawa. You will also need some palm oil, and palm oil is a must use for ofada stew. So lastly, I've got 1 beef seasoning cube and some salt to taste. Now to a clean dry pot, go ahead and add in about ½ cup to 1 cup of palm oil depending on the quantity of sauce you are making. Now you are going to cover this up and allow the palm oil to bleach on a medium to low heat. Now your kitchen door has to be open, your window has to be open, because you really need a very good ventilation for this, and we are going to let this palm oil bleach for between 10 to 15 minutes. And while this is bleaching, please do not open up this pot. Okay guys, so this is about 12 minutes of bleaching this palm oil. I have turned down my heat, but I'm not going to be opening this pot. I'm just going to give it like let's say 5 minutes for the oil to cool down a bit. So the oil has cooled down a bit, and I'm going to start now by frying the cooked beef. I'll add that to the oil, and I'm going to be frying this for between 6 to 8 minutes. Okay, so the beef is perfectly fried. I'll take them off the oil and set aside. So once that is done, I'll add in my chopped onions. Next, I'll add in the grated ginger and garlic and saute for about 2 to 3 minutes. So at this point, I'm going to add in my locust beans, and I'll saute that for about 30 seconds. Let it release, that local flavor. I just love the smell of locust beans. Wow, the smell of the locust beans is just so amazing. But like I said earlier, if you don't have locust beans, you can as well use okwe or dawa dawa, but it is traditionally made with locust beans. So at this point, you can go ahead and add in your pepper blend. And once that is done, I will start to combine properly. So at this point, I'm also going to be adding in my dry fish and cow skin. The dry fish is hard and the cow skin is still quite tough, and I want them to cook down a bit. So I'm going to add that in and give it a stir. I'll cover and allow to fry on a medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes thereabouts, but I'll be opening and stirring occasionally so it doesn't burn. So this has been frying for 15 minutes now and is now properly fried. I'm going to give it a stir and then add in my meat stock. Next, I'll be adding in some blended crayfish, 2 beef seasoning cubes, and some salt to taste. So now I'm going to stir to combine all ingredients. Once everything is properly incorporated, I'll add in the fried beef and tripe. Stir and allow to cook down on a medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes so that the meat can absorb the flavors from the stew. Guys, so lastly I'm going to be adding in the boiled eggs and I'll let them cook for additional 2 to 3 minutes and our Ofada stew is ready. Now who is coming with some Ofada rice because this smells and tastes so delicious. So there you have it guys, our Ofada stew is ready and you can pair it with some Ofada rice. I paired mine with some basmati rice because I don't have Ofada rice. Yeah, so that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed watching and I hope you give this recipe a try. If you like the video, please be sure to click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay blessed and I'll see you all in my next